Welcome to the Stock Car Show, a semi-busy week considering there was no F1s in the UK last week, but also quite a busy one coming up. Quickly to Skegness last Thursday for the BriSCA F2 last World qualifying round, where Gordon Moody got his revenge on Chris Burgoyne after the knockhill incident a few weeks ago. This sets up a very interesting battle going into the World semi-finals and the World final itself. The grids have been announced for the F2 semi-finals, but we're not going to talk about them until Charlie Ginchard has announced which semi-final he will be in come next Saturday at Taunton. It was a National Saloon Stock Car World Championship on Saturday night at Kings Lynn. A great grid was set in a highly anticipated race. It started with Archie Brown pretty much schooling the grid in the race to defend his gold roof. He was pretty much a straight clear of the rest until a caution came out and wiped away his lead. Ryan Santry sat behind and made his move at the right time just before a caution to take the lead. The caution coming out for a controversial shot from Keegan Sampson on Levi List. A rivalry I'm sure won't end anytime soon. After the restart, a small battle broke out for second, including Archie Brown, Matt Sterling and Dutchman Hein Dirk Willema. This let Ryan Santry get the gap to bring it home and get his first World Championship. A fan favourite for sure and very well deserved. Second was outgoing champ Archie Brown, which means I correctly predicted first and second, which is surprising. And third went to Matt Sterling. Big congrats to Ryan, who also went and won the Steve Newman Memorial on the Sunday. I'd also like to say big congrats to friend of the show Curtis Tebenham on winning the 1300 European Championship on the Sunday. 3 titles in 1 year is a mega feat, so big congratulations on that. Before we get on to this weekend's action, the 16th and final driver has been confirmed for this year's BriSCA F1 shootout. That driver is Sid de Vries. Massive well done to him and commiserations to the drivers that just missed out. The shootout is now all set to start next week at Bradford. I'll try to get a video out as soon as the grids are drawn for my stage 1 predictions, but they are drawn before the meeting starts, so I'll try to get it out as soon as possible, maybe be it the day after. This week then is the big Dutch weekender at Venray, the World Cup weekend. One of the more underrated weekends of the year in my opinion. The Saloon Stock Car World Cup on Friday, the BriSCA F2 World Cup on Saturday, and then the BriSCA F1 World Cup on Sunday. This might be the biggest UK entry for a World Cup weekend ever. If somebody has the facts on that, please let me know because I'd love to find that out. 20 UK F1s with Tom Holcroft number 96 debuting a new Ryan Harrison tarmac car which looks stunning. 12 UK Saloons with 1 Northern Irish driver and an amazing 33 UK F2 drivers making the trip. Combined 65 UK drivers, which is awesome to see, and I'm sure will make for great racing and a Dutch versus UK battle as per usual, I'm sure. The F1 drivers featuring in the time trials for the World Cup final are Matt Newson, Carl Hawkins, Callum Thornton, Frank Wayman Jr., Finn Sargent and Frank Wayman Jr. I haven't seen any news on which F2 drivers are doing the time trials, but I assume the usuals are in there like Gordon Moody, Charlie Ginchard and Luke Wrench. My personal opinion is that the 2 big UK chances in F1 to take the World Cup are Callum Thornton and Frankie Jr. Probably the 2 fastest drivers on tarmac this year so far. In terms of F2s, with the amount of English going, it is wide open, especially with the Dutch involved too. I'm not going to make a top 3 prediction this week as it's kind of UK versus Dutch. I don't want to be biased and I'm not too up to date with the main drivers on tarmac in Holland. This weekend is streamed by 247 TV if you are not making the trip, so you can watch from the comfort of your sofa. I wish all the drivers the best of luck, obviously backing the British to bring it home, but as long as it's good racing and no injuries, that's all that everyone can ask for. If you do have a prediction, leave them in the comments below and I'll see you in next week's Stock Car Show, which is shaping up to be a special one.